Today on PowerNation Daily, Hennessey has built a Demon with over 1,000 horsepower, a guy that crosses a lake with a dirt bike. New York is kicking cars out of Central Park. Ford shoots down General Motors' 9-speed that they handed over to him, and you can now own an officially licensed brand new 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. It all happens right here on PowerNation Daily. What's up, everybody? I'm Gannon Pritchard. Welcome to PowerNation Daily. Thanks for hanging with us. Let's get to talking about the news. Hennessey is back with some more numbers that are impressive. This time, the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon is on the dyno, and they managed to pull some healthy numbers. Talk about 880 horsepower to the rear tires. That includes 806 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you're talking about the crankshaft, that's 1,056 horsepower, 967 pound-feet of torque. It's mentioned that the numbers are achieved by using the race spec ECU that's included in the Demon crate, which lets the stock Demon run unleaded gas to make 840 horsepower. Listen to that supercharger whine. So we've seen motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-side, we've seen it all. We've seen them all do some pretty crazy stuff, but this time the guy takes it to a whole new extreme. He takes his Suzuki 450 straight across the lake. Yeah, an entire lake. Granted, he had some ski-like objects on his front wheels, but who cares? The guy's on a lake on his dirt bike, and that's impressive. It took him only 5 minutes to cross the 3.4-mile-long lake. That's a lot of water to cruise across, and he did it with an average speed of 46 miles per hour because anything less than that, he would probably sink. You can check out the whole video on PowerNationTV.com. So New York's mayor announced that this summer, after 100 years of cars, from here on out, no more cars will be allowed in Central Park. Autoblog reports that the ban aims to cut down on accidents and air pollution and maybe noise. The hopes are that, well, that roads will return to cyclists and runners and people who want some peace and quiet in their life in New York City. And if you've ever been to New York City, it's the one place that I would actually say, okay, no cars, I'm cool with it, because there's too many cars there. So what do you think? Do you think the mayor is overstepping his boundary, or do you think this is totally cool? Let us know in the comments. A while back, we reported that Ford and GM were working together to produce 2 transmissions for the price of 1. Kind of a good idea, kind of weird at the same time. Ford and GM usually don't work together. Ford agreed to produce a 10-speed gearbox for both automakers to use, and General Motors said, we will build a 9-speed and you can use ours. But now Ford has decided to not use General Motors' 9-speed transmission, and instead they use an 8-speed transmission. Ford said the decision was because GM's 9-speed didn't prove enough of a fuel economy improvement to justify the extra cost and the weight of the added gear. However, GM is happy with its 9-speed transmission and uses it in its vehicles. What do you think about this? Do you think GM is better than Ford, or is Ford better than GM? Let's just get right to it. So if you've been dreaming of owning a 50-year-old muscle car, it's actually now possible. A company called Classic Recreation is continuing production of the Boss 429, Boss 302, and the Mach 1 Mustang, all under Ford licensing, actual Ford official licensing. This is the first official continuation of the 429, and since just under 1,400 were made, finding a new one today is almost impossible, and if you can, it's gonna be almost a fortune. You'll be able to choose from the Ford Coyote V8 crate engine or a 363 cubic inch stroker with an original 302 engine block. If you want to find out more information, head on over to PowerNationTV.com and check it out. Thanks for watching PowerNation Daily, everybody. I'm Gannon Pritchard. Let us know what you want to see and stop by PowerNationTV.com for more how-to TV. Because if you have a truck or a car and you want to work on it, that's the place to be. We'll see you guys down the road.